Welcome to Tales of Terva. Where we last left off, our party came back from finishing a contract and partied in the night to celebrate their recent victory in the little village of Ross. Planning to meet up with Will in the morning uh, after drinking their fill with some Vikings. They later went to bed and were woken up by Will knocking on the door and bringing a. This captive was a pale elven figure with white long hair and just like telekinetically binded and just floating in the air as a prisoner. Um, as they sat around the tavern and planned on what to do, they started interrogating this mysterious figure, and um, they weren't very successful as he wasn't very talkative. And Bag uh, struck him with a knife and twisted. And as he did this, he turned invisible and disappeared. Um, and at the same time, a bladed chain, or a bladed chain, I guess, busted through the window, and Bauer dodged it. You guys quickly dove into combat, Bauer jumping out the window after this figure and making a few attacks. Uh, and Ragnar using the pioneered bands of, is it Bilaro? You guys, um, yeah, you bound him up. Um, and more figures jumped out. You guys, let's see. After that, as you guys battle, a second figure burst around the corner and started fighting with Bag, which proceeded to pin him against the wall and pummel him. You guys and the other figure, the original figure, materialized next to you also and started fighting you guys. And a third figure materialized. Misty stepped in. See, Azura, you discovered that some of your powers are seem to be waning and like flickering as you shot an Eldritch blast at one of the incoming chain wielding figures. And let's see. And Ragnar gently tickled the nose of the figure too. Now, let's see. And then Valric, we ended last session with Valric, you ending your turn looking at the bound up open figure. Which brings us,
Wait, what was I doing?
you had make taken two attacks with your um axe at that figure. Oh my God. I did everything
Oh
on
yeah.
here except upload the new map.
Yeah,
Dang
you
it.
attacked the dude that was tied up permanently.
Yeah. You
You know, the
guys,
Oh, okay.
the perfect interrogation victim, like you
Oh,
guys do.
that's what's going on here.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Classic
The
Valric.
classic, like,
Classic
Ragnar
Valric.
tied somebody up to ask
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
to
Okay.
ask him questions, and Valric's like, oh, tied up, kill.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's how we roll, bro.
uh,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I do.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we usually figure it out.
Hmm.
I thought you were like binding it so like we could attack and kill. I was like, fuck yeah, man. That's a free hit. Because it doesn't
Seems
break
like a
on hit, right?
barbarian. Now they're
No,
iron.
no, yeah,
He's
you could
bound
just
forever.
wail on him. Yeah, he's bound until I say Billaroo.
Did you?
no, he can make a strength check to try to break out on his turn.
Yeah, but then if he fails, he's bound forever. Yeah, let me click on it. I have it. Oh crap, I had it pulled up, and I pressed a button.
Did
Hmm.
you?
And
Did
their
you say
buttons.
in game that you were going to tie him up and interrogate him?
No, 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 yeah. You don't know. You're definitely gonna kill him.
I mean, we're raging.
We're in the heat
Oh
of
yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
That's
Um, a creature, including the one restrained, can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check, to break the iron bands. On a success, the item is destroyed and the restrained creature is freed. If the check fails, any further attempts made by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed.
So they only have one attempt or they fail for the day.
Yep.
Damn, that's rough.
And it's a relatively high DC too.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Boom. And they only get the one turn like on their neck, or like they can only do it on their next turn.
No, they can
Like I
do
guess
it.
they can choose when they want to do it, technically in
Yeah.
They
combat.
can, yeah, they can do it whenever, and another creature, a stronger creature, can do it for them. But after the first attempt, it like locks down.
Regardless of the attempt, once it's made from either them or another person, it's done.
Exactly. Yeah, any further attempts? Oh, wait, no, hang on. If the check fails, any further attempts made by that creature automatically fail. So another creature could try again then.
That makes sense.
So like it could try once and then another, like its friend could come up to it and try again. So it's got a chance to get out of there. This could be fine. See, he's not gonna die.
Oh no, he's going to die. He's going to die.
better stop me.
It's just when he dies is.
Now you're getting it. When they die.
Okay. Most there. I can't believe I fucking forgot to upload the new map.
I mean, this works.
Bitch to resize things. It's okay, we're almost there.
I think the music could actually be turned up just a tad.
I'm sorry.
So I think the music could actually be turned up just a tad.
Okay, cool. Well, we can go ahead and switch it to something a little bit more. Oh God. Not that one. Here we go. Okay, we'll cancel. How's that sound?
I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's back in. All right, and then we just moving this person in, and I think we're good to go. So that brings us into Wilhelm's turn. Oh yeah, recapping. During that whole time, because he just kind of stood there and pulled off a glove, and from his hand, there shot like a blade, and which kind of lit up with flames around it, blue flame. Um, it seems to be kind of coming out of it, like from his forearm under the sleeve. All right, but at the top of his turn, this figure right in front of him, he is going to attack twice with this flaming blade. Which should be say that hits. And he is going to take 2 slashes with that. Damn,
Nice.
2 19s. That's a good starting roll. Both of those. First damage. And let's see how bad this one is. All right. So with he's doing two rolls for, or I'm sorry, doing a slashing damage and fire damage with every attack. So
That's aggressive.
oh yeah, he's fucking brutal. So yeah, he unleashes this blade, and as this figure had come towards him, trying to vampiric touch, grabbing a hold of him, but he quickly pushed him away and took 2 quick stabs, one stab and one slash at this figure, and it dealt some decent damage here because he and ignited kind of the clothing on his chest, and you just see kind of the embers floating up from it. And all right, is the end of his turn for the moment. That will take us to Ragnar. It is your turn.
Ragnar?
Ragnar's turn with Azora on deck.
Yes. So let's see. Can you ping me real quick?
Yes, you are right here.
Cool. Okay, so that dude in front of me, he's struck by the Billaroo, right? Right.
Yes, he is currently bound up.
Okay. So there's a bad guy behind me to my left.
Yes, there. So he is bound up just like outside of the window. Well, technically, you guys would be like right here. Uh, sorry, on this new map because you're right in front of this window. Even though it kind of shows glass there, they're shuttered windows. Anyway,
Okay.
so you're right in front of him. Right behind you is Wilhelm with his flaming sword and this figure right in front of him.
Okay, so he's fighting a guy, and then there's a person with a chain who's fighting Bovag, and another person who's fighting Bovag.
Yes, you see 2 figures next to Bobag down the hall behind you. And
Okay.
Azora is kind of like behind you and next to you ish, opposite of Wilhelm.
All
And
right.
Valrick's on the other side of this figure in front of you, hacking away at him.
Okay. So, at this point, I haven't like cast a regular spell yet, right? At least
Uh,
I don't think I
no,
have.
no, you haven't actually.
So I don't know if my magic's gonna be messed up or not.
Yes,
Um,
you are only or you only notice that it with Azora. Yeah, you
okay.
technically don't know if your magic is affected right now.
All right, so I'm gonna look Azora in the eye, and then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on this guy in front of Will. So I think it's +7, right?
Is 10 feet away considered close range for a ranged attack? I don't
No,
know if that. Okay. It
no,
has to
he's
be
good.
like 5 feet.
Yeah, like where Will is to that guy would be where he Ragnar would have to be. If Ragnar was back 1, then it would be within melee, but he's
Gotcha.
currently good.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, oh, nice, 24 to
Good
hit.
roll, good roll, good roll.
24 to hit does hit. Or yes, it does hit. Ugh.
Okay, and then I get 2d10, right? Yeah, because of the level. Cool.
So 1d10 per ray. You make
Right.
an attack for each ray.
Oh, I make an attack for each ray.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So I need to roll another attack.
Yeah, you should have 2 rays, correct?
Yes. Yes. Ah. Okay, so for the second attack, I get a 20.
Mm-hmm.
All
You
right.
hit.
Awesome. And we got a 7 on the first and a 9 on the second. And that's hitting Will's guy.
Yes. All right. Yeah, so as he's kind of like recoiling as his chest is kind of searing from those 2 slashes, he looks over and just sees these 2 beams just of crackling energy hit him uh again in this, and just he is at this point he is just like smoking from all of this heat. Do you have anything else on your turn?
Um,
Yeah, full like light. There is no diminished magic effect for you.
can I roll like an Arcana check to see if I have any idea what this might be?
Or are you doing any like bonus or anything?
No, no.
Cool. I'll trade a bonus for an Arcana roll. Go ahead.
21.
21. You you. All right. I'll ask this, Azora. Do you know if you've really revealed much about any religion? Like, have you been open about any religion for you? I don't recall, but
She's open about her religion. She doesn't like preach it exactly.
I just don't remember if you had mentioned it to the group or not, or if you would have to the group.
Uh,
Either
she
if you did it or if you.
she hasn't exactly revealed where her magic has come from, if that's what you're asking.
No, I just meant about like if you've like been taught if you've talked about your god or anything with the
Uh,
group. That's what I mean.
on occasion, not exactly like preach it, but she'll little tidbits here and there.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you've done some things too, like prayed and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
She's prayed.
that is true. Yeah, I just meant
She
like
doesn't hide. She doesn't hide her religion, but she doesn't actively push it on to others. She just kind of does her own thing.
okay. Yeah, you know that while some people like yourself who might have some of your own taught magic and in a different that there's different types of learning this magic. You know, some people, especially healers, are notorious for getting magic from, a deity, or some people can also get it from other people. And while, these different sources their ties can be severed and or interrupted or diminished sometimes. And it seems like maybe the source of what she's still casting, so something isn't completely stopping her magic, but in since yours isn't affected so far and Will has a flaming sword here, that it seems maybe something might be affecting her source or diminishing her source of magic.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Because she seems to be doing everything correctly. It's not like she's fucking up or anything. So that's what you're kind of gleaming with a 21.
Zora, I think something is interrupting. It is affecting you. Your connection.
Am I sick? What?
No, not maybe spiritually. Are you
I
doubting?
I I don't know anymore.
Anything else for
Oh,
your turn, Ragnar?
no.
Right. That will take us to Azora. It is your turn. Oh, wait. Nope, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. That takes us to the figures right in front of Will. Um, he is going to cast fear. It is a so I need a wisdom saving throw from Will, Ragnar, and that would be going through the window and Valor. Straight ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh shit. A wisdom saving throw
A
for
wisdom
Ragnar.
save. Mhm.
Wisdom.
Oh,
That's a plus
that's
0.
an 8.
I have advantage. Okay. That's an 8. 8 advantage.
Oh no.
Will's is not great. He is not enough either. So, damn, yeah. So all three fail, and all of you are just stricken with fear, and
Oh
drop your
shit.
are forced to drop your weapons and away. Now, I think technically, Valric, you're not gonna run. You can technically go one space further, but that'd be off the map. Um, but that would put you into harm, and I don't think you would be able to jump off. But Ragnar, you are fourth in the window.
Oh,
Welcome to. We'll just put all of you. You guys just dipped out onto this balcony.
we're just huddled behind the window, like staring over, like no, no, hiding behind the guys surround with the iron bands.
Um, did Ragnar? Did you have a weapon drawn? I don't know if you would have,
Uh,
but
yeah, I had a scimitar. No, no, no. It's well, it's the stats of a scimitar, but it's just like a light, like a yeah. I had a kind of like a long dagger type deal. The sea axe or whatever, the Norse
yeah,
blade.
yeah. So that's on the floor in front of the window inside the room. Right. And Valric, your weapon's just at your feet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But you notice, looking over at Wilhelm, who's cowering next to you, that his flaming blade is attached on his forearm. And he, instead of dropping it, it withdraws back underneath his the flowing sleeves. And Zora, you literally just saw this elven figure cast a spell at your friends, and they just all like dropped their stuff and jumped out the window.
Oh shit!
Uh, I think they have a bonus. So they are going
He's
to. Sorry, go ahead. What
oh,
are you
I was saying something out of character. Go ahead.
saying? There we go. With their multi attack, they get. Why do I keep losing? There we go. They make 2 spear attacks and cast 1 spell that takes an action to cast. So with this, they are towards you, Azura.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And with their spear, take 2 big old jabs at you with their shadow spears. It's foiled in this black energy. An 11 and a 21. So,
Two hits.
you do notice. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You do notice that as this figure's kind of coming towards you, they have kind of a glowing shimmer over them that kind of protecting them in kind of a dark shimmer. It's kind of weird, but anyway, they damage.
Is Azura within 30 feet of Bovag?
Zora.
It's hard to tell. For me,
What?
sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. No, it is 40 feet. 40, 45
Yeah.
feet.
All right.
And with the 2 jabs, that is 18 piercing damage, but you take a little extra because of um the coiling dark energy. I'm just rolling all of them. This is for both attacks, but that is a total of
Oh,
30 damage with piercing and necrotic. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, 32.
I'm sorry. You said there's necrotic damage in it.
Yes, necrotic damage.
Resistant to necrotic.
Resistant to necrotic. So you
Yeah.
would take 10 necrotic, so 21 damage total.
21 total. Thank you.
Good catch. Yeah. Piercing and necrotic damage. Alrighty. And that ends this figure's turn, which takes it to his buddy over here, who's right next to Bobag. He is going to attack. That's a radius. No. He is going to run up and with one hand try to touch you, Bovag, and cast Vampiric Touch. That is, let's see, to hit. 12.
12 to hit.
Yes, 12 to hit.
That will miss.
All right. So as he reaches out with one hand and you just see it like kind of coursing with like a dark energy, you just slap it away with your offhand, and he like hisses at you as he goes to stab at you with the oh, actually, he doesn't have his shadow spear because he's the one who escaped from you. So he actually doesn't have a weapon. So instead, he's going to take 2 unarmed strikes against you.
Okay.
I forget, what's an unarmed strike? It doesn't have it on here. Oh, wait, I can just check yours, which I do have pulled up. Strength modifier. Easy peasy. Except he has nothing for strength, so he's going to take 2 unarmed strikes against you. One's a 14,
Miss.
a 17.
That'll hit.
No, you are going to take, excuse me, a whopping 3 damage.
Reduced to 2.
Reduced to 2. He's literally just. Yeah, I completely forgot he doesn't have any weapons. Sucks to be him. That takes us to Azora. Your turn.
All right. Well, after just getting speared,
Mm-hmm.
she's a little shaken. Her magic's not exactly working right, and she's got this guy right in her face, and her friends aren't right near her, and she's kind of panicking a little bit. So, oh, if I can grab my character here, she's gonna just take a step over, and this is like a window right here, right?
Yes. Wait. Yeah. Over here is another window, with wooden shutters.
Can she see out of it?
They're not open, but you can push it open, just easy, not using an action. Right?
Okay, yeah. She's gonna push them open so she can see, and she's just going to oh, she has to move all the way over there to do it.
Yeah, you're not right next to. Oh, yeah, you would be moving out of bed. Sorry. Yeah, you'd have to from this angle. Yeah, it's closed. You wouldn't be able to just reach over. This is still like,
Darn.
you know, 10 feet. It is 10 feet away. So,
Okay. All right. Well, I was hoping that I could see through it.
No, the
Um,
shutters are closed at the moment.
but this other window is completely wide open, so she's going to instead move up this way.
Hmm.
Look out this window. Can she see the ground?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's really dark, but you could make out the ground out
She's
there.
gonna
Yeah.
thunder step outside.
What's your range?
Thunder step is 90 feet.
Oh yeah, you could get 90 feet out there. And my only curiosity was that angle, but yeah, you could thunder step out there.
But if he's looking out this window, isn't he looking right at us?
At what?
If he's looking out this window, isn't he looking right at us?
Uh, he could. Well, are you? Yeah,
'Cause
he
it's
could
like just
probably
it's
see
just
you.
like a balcony type deal, didn't you say? Right?
Yeah. Well, it's like
Yeah.
an angle, like it's a shingled cover for firewood outside. So it's not
Like an
like
on.
super big or anything. Yeah, it's just like an awning, a sturdy awning that's shingled. So I mean, it's not big or anything. And you guys are at a little slope. That's kind of my only thing, and that was my hesitation about looking down. Is I don't know. I'd give it to you at 90 feet. You'd be able to make out the ground from that distance. You could probably catch a glimpse of Ragnar too. But you know they all jumped out there. But you can see him standing there. I'd give you that. If that's what you're trying to do, just trying to see like if
No,
that would
she just wants to thunder step to the ground. Like she
okay,
wants to just GTFO.
get the fuck out. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can do that. Um,
And thunder step. Let's see here. All right, so I will do the 48 instead of tens, right?
yes. Let me. Is it normally 40-12?
It's normally 40-10.
Yes, 48. So you would do 48s now. Yep. Sorry, I blinked.
And I should be able to get both this guy and this guy with where I was positioned. It's 10 feet. 10 feet
Yeah, you
radius.
can hit both of them. Yeah, definitely. Um, as you do, it just pushes this guy like into the table right behind him, and this guy literally just tips over, smacked by
Does
this big
damage.
loud burst of damage. Yeah, definitely.
Is there any like visual or any kind of effects from the thunder step like different than normal? Like
Um, I mean, comparatively, it seems like almost a little, I don't know, maybe quieter. It's harder to gauge with less visual, but um,
a little bit
I
more
mean,
static maybe.
yeah, you can imagine it's like a little bit less like, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so you were now down here on the ground. You're kind of like on a dirt that's making its way kind of around the building. Um, yeah, just that on the exterior. You see, your friends up here on the this little roof and over top of this firewood here, and they're all just huddled
I
there
just
in terror.
I'm just gonna shout up. I'm sorry, Ragnar. I don't know what to do.
Run!
I did.
Run!
I'm down here now. Hi.
Right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Bobag, it is your turn.
All
And
right. So I'm picturing the scene from Mandalorian season 1 when he's surrounded by the stormtroopers and they say, "We have you 4-1."
Those odds.
Bobag's just going to look around, see all of his friends are gone. He sees 3 of them out the window, and he just heard Azura bamf out. and he's just going to get a smirk on his face and just stare at the two that are right next to him. And I'm going to take 2 reckless attacks, both Great Weapon Master, of course.
Of course.
At the one, we'll start with one, see how he does. 1 attack at the one directly in front of him.
The guy you kind of pushed up against the wall, wielding the chains.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack, and just let us know what you have.
Reckless Great Weapon Master. Let's see. Does a 17 hit?
17 definitely hits.
All right. So that will be 2d6 plus 17 for 20 damage.
How do you want to kill him? That
I just want to take my maul and swing it horizontally, smash his face into the wall, and crush it like a watermelon, and just watch the body slowly drop to the ground.
Yeah, it is a gory splatter on the wall. And he is.
All right. And then I'm going to turn to the other one who tried to use the vampiric touch on me
Oh, yeah.
and do the same thing. Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Natural 20.
I'm assuming a 15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit. He,
All right.
at this point, has that same shimmering kind of dark energy covering his body. And as you
Gotcha.
throw this hit at him, it kind of like deflects off of this magically.
All right. Well, with Great Weapon Master, since I got a kill, I get a 3rd attack. So we're going to take that 3rd attack. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
All right. So 2d6 plus 17
Jeez.
for 21 damage.
And after covering your mole in this blood or just gore, you on your back or the backswing swing it straight back at him and smash into his chest as he reels and pops from the impact. Damage, but doing all right, hanging in there. Anything else on your turn?
For my bonus action, I want to look at my friends out the window, specifically at Valric. Valric, get your shit together! And that's it.
Right. And that would be a good time to get your shit together, because from behind you, Bovag, this door swings open, and another one of these chain-wielding enemies comes bursting through the door. And seeing the limp body of his buddy lying next to you, he hisses and just starts swinging around this blade chain thingy.
Cool.
And oh yeah, this would help if I'm on the right layer. Is going to come at you and attack with his. There we go. The spike chain. There we go. For the first attack, he gets the 10. I'm going to assume that doesn't hit.
That is a miss.
Second attack. Oh my god. An 8, and third attack is a 15.
Nice.
15 just hits.
Dude, because that happened with Valric too. 3 misses right in a row, and I was going to be so bad if it was. I got 3 misses again.
That's a
He
miss.
is going to. Gonna get 9 piercing damage, reduced to 5. 5, 4.
5.
And with this attack, he's going to as soon as it hits you and it kind of like wraps around your arm, and as soon as he does, he like you see him kind of like force and this like it courses with this black energy. Um, you take 27 necrotic damage pumped through this chain into your arm.
Yikes.
You said 27?
27. 40, 10 necrotic damage. Alrighty. Anything else? Or nope, that's it for him. This guy is going to attempt. I don't. He wouldn't know. Yeah, he wouldn't know that one attempt is all he gets. So he's going to try to break out of his iron prison.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, he's free.
Uh-oh.
But that's his entire action to do that, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, but he finally he breaks
broke
out of
my
this
iron
band
bands.
and is sits on the ground for a second, just catching his breath, and looks over and sees all of you there, and gets to his feet, and starts kind of whipping around the chain, prepping for his next turn. That's all he can do. That takes us to
Hmm.
Bauer, top of the round. It is your turn. Let me see if you, because I think you get to make a wisdom save every round, right? Let me pull this up.
And he should only be afraid of the one that casts the spell on him.
Yeah, I had some questions.
Drop whatever it is holding and become frightened for the duration. Frightened has a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within a line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Creature must make a dash action, move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have a line of sight on you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw, a successful save. So, I mean, okay, with that in mind, and the whole point is you're afraid and you're running away from it, I'd say that you can position yourself on the opposite side of this wall. I'm not going to make you like jump off of this landing for you to make a wisdom save.
Wait,
So, do what?
where'd this guy come from?
Oh, this is the same guy. I got rid of his
Oh, okay.
crouching token, and now he has his combat token. That's
Yeah,
it.
once he was free, he had a badass sword whip thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd say it's fair to say that all of you are like on this side of the wall, and you have broken line of sight. I'm willing to, suspend disbelief to give you guys the wisdom save this turn. So both of you can go ahead and make that.
The wisdom save?
You get to re-roll that wisdom save.
Right. Okay,
Ooh.
Wait, what? Oh, that
Yeah,
was your
that is-
19. I was like, what the fuck? I have advantage. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, that Valric, that does not succeed. Ragnar, yours does succeed. The spell has broken, and you come to your senses relieved of that spell. Oh yeah. Will needs it. 17. Spell is broken for him. So the spell's broken, but you are face to face with this chain wielding elf who is very pissed that you wrapped him up in those bands.
Oh, I'm mad too. Is it my turn?
It's Valric's turn.
That was turn.
Yeah, so I can still make an attack on this guy, right? Since I can't
Yeah.
see him.
Oh, Valor got free too. Yeah.
Let's see.
See, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
make some attacks on him. Recklessly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course.
You do. What is it to pick up your weapon? Because your weapon is on the ground.
Do you
Is
have
it
a
half
dagger or
movement?
anything?
Where on the ground is it? You said it was right in front of me, right? Or is that
Yeah.
over here?
Yeah,
right
it's
in front of me.
yeah. I'd say like within like 5 feet. Like you have a massive axe, so you can reach over and grab it.
Okay.
What is it? Is it your movement or is it a action?
It's usually just a free action, but
Oh,
Well, let's just say I use my movement right here because I was right here, so that's where I would drop it at. So I'm gonna pick that up and yeah, recklessly attack. Is that acceptable?
go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead. 20 hits.
20. Perfect. I'm just gonna roll both my attacks now. So I'm attacking twice.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, man.
22.
22 hits.
Okay.
that's my boy.
That's 2 hits.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like even from the book, you can pick up a dropped weapon or draw or sheath a weapon in tandem with your movement. So yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, go ahead and roll for your damage.
Okay, these will be the 2 normal attacks. Perfect 12. I will be using a red shift both times, which, for those who don't know, on a hit, the target takes an additional 1d6 cold damage and can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. A creature that loses its reaction in this way does so before it can take an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah.
So, it's another 2d6.
Garrett, did you notice that in Critical Role they're doing the red shift, blue shift for Taliesin too? I think it's technically different, but it is kind of interesting that they both have.
It is pretty similar. Kyle, are you adding your rage damage, BT dubs?
I am
Plus
not
2 each
adding
time?
my rage damage.
Oh, yeah.
So
Add plus 2 to each, so
well,
Each
4.
Cool.
Because it was my 2 melee
right, 4
attacks.
total. Yeah, 4 total.
Yeah, might be a good catch.
Let's see. Okay, cool. Let me plug that in real quick.
And
Oh, wait, that's not right. All right, man. Anything else on your turn?
I think that'll do it.
All right. So you make these 2 vicious attacks against him, and he is not looking good. Even though he's he still is determined and he looks unwavering facially, but you see his body is bloodied. And, you guys have definitely fucking given it to him. Let's see. That will take us to Wilhelm's turn. No, wait. Yeah, Wilhelm's turn. Cool. And since he made his wisdom save, he is going to also focus on this guy in front of you who's looking fucked up. Oh yeah, let me enter that rage. There we go. Oops. Okay, so he is going to step up and do 2 attacks against this guy in front of you guys also. There we go. And oh yeah, because his blade went under his sleeves, and he just kind of like uh, thrusts his hand forward as the blade extends once more, and he goes in for the attack. Please. 24. We'll go for his damage. Righty. So as he extends his blade from his arm again, he walks forward and just thrusts it directly under, like right into the sternum of this figure, and kind of pins him up against the wall there, and then retracts the and pulls this flaming blade from his chest, and the figure uh, droops down and droops to the ground. The open wound just seared shut, not even bleeding. So he falls to the ground. Okay,
Nice.
change his icon. So with him out of the way, he is going to. He is going to go ahead and go to the window and jump in and go for this guy over here. Yeah, okay, he can go ahead and attack from there. So, oops, not 2 of them. Jesus. 26 to hit.
That's good.
9 piercing damage. I did not mean to do a second one. And 8 fire damage. Giving it to him. And just unleashes one big slash at this figure again, the one that made him terrified to run away. That takes us to Ragnar. It is your turn. You have broken free of the fear, right? Yeah.
I
You guys
have
all done?
indeed.
All
I
right, it is
have.
your turn.
Yes. Okay. How far away can I do that? Oh, that sweeps out from me. That's the thing. 60 feet. Okay. Oh. Yeah. One second. Okay. So I want to move to the open window, and then I want to look over there. And let's see how far.
Yeah, you see Will inside the window doing combat with the guy who made you all terrified, and you see a dead corpse down here, another guy swinging on the bow bag, and
All right. So what I want to do is cast Shatter at the 2nd level. And what that will do is it's a sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense, erupting from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point, which is right there between the two, but not where it would hit Bovag, just kind of right against the wall. It's
Mhm.
exactly 60 feet from me. It's right there. The
So yeah, this is definitely the wall here. So you would, I don't see a point that you'd be able to hit this guy and this guy without hitting Bovag.
Okay, so I can't do that like kind of even inside the wall.
I think it would have to be. I mean,
Be
does it
different.
say? I guess it says from a point of your choice within range. It technically doesn't say within line of sight.
Well, I was kind of thinking that I would do it like right on the edge of the wall, but um I can
Yeah, because even right from the edge of the wall right here, I'd say Bobag is still completely. Can you see my arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
I, I don't.
Send it. Full send. Fuck them up.
Okay. I have a different plan. All right, so I moved another 25 feet, I think, or 15 feet. Got up here, and then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
All right, it's a Dex saving throw, Dex 15, and I'm casting it right like this, so it does not look like it hits Bovag.
All right. Okay. And you said Dex 15.
Dex 15, and it's lightning, but I'm also going to go ahead and meta magic it and
Mhm.
transmute it into radiant. So it's a
Nice.
lightning bolt, like a radiant
Of
lightning bolt.
light. Nice.
Mm.
A
That's
literal
fucking badass.
lightning bolt. Oh.
Ah.
All
Zorky.
right. For the chain boy, that is a 9. It does not succeed. And from the other, he got an 18. And you, I'm sorry,
So
you
that
said,
does succeed.
okay, cool.
15, yeah.
But is it on a
It's
fail,
half
half
the.
as much damage? Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so as you step up, like jump into this room and see this scene in front of you, you move up and then cast this really like brilliant like I think the coolest way would be like, what you guys ever see that lightning where it almost looks frozen in time? Like you just see this lightning beam, just radiant light shoot forward, and Bobag, it is just like shooting past your body. Like you just see it is such a close call, but it just barely misses you, but strikes both of these individuals in front of you.
Nice. Not nice. That's a lot of
And
ones.
yeah. 23 for the one that got full, and what is that? Oh, well, 11
11.
for the
11.
yeah.
Call it 11 for the success.
The thought was there.
One gets
Um,
3. All right.
and
Anything else on your
then
turn? Oh yeah, um I assume you'd probably want to grab your weapon on your way back in through the window.
yeah, for sure. Uh, and then for my bonus action, uh, I just want to flip the guy that used the magic scariness on me off. I just want to flip him off.
Yeah, he's doing combat with Will. You just look over and fuck you. All right. And that's going to take us to his turn. So he is going to.
Does he notice the middle finger?
Oh yeah, just reeling from this hit from Will, still looks over and sees
That
him flip it.
motherfucker.
and he just kind of like uh does like a quiet like hiss at you. As he is going to. You know what? All right. He is going to cast Witch Bolt. No, because you're in. Yeah, you're too close. He's going to do. Right. No, he is first going to do, as part of his multi attack, do the two Shadow Spear attacks. He's going to actually move forward towards you, Ragnar, with you flipping him off. And as he does, takes one attack, one spear attack against Wilhelm, and then against you. Go by 2 feet.
Come on, bitch, what you got?
All right, against Wilhelm, he rolled a 14, and against you, Ragnar, he opens himself up to an opportunity attack if you want.
Yes, I
Sweet.
do want. Can
And he
I
misses
can
Wilhelm.
I wanna slice at him with the green flame blade. So
Well,
I use
what level spell is that?
it's a cantrip. I would basically just be setting my sword on fire and slashing at him. But I can just
Is
slash at
it
him,
a?
right?
I think that requires a feat or something to use a. Isn't it
Oh,
Warcaster to be able to attack with a spell as a reaction?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you can
okay.
only use a
Gotcha.
melee weapon as a reaction unless you have the feat for it.
Cool,
So
cool.
even though it is kind of technically buffing your weapon, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
It's too much time. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'll swing at him with my sword then.
Well, that definitely still hits. And so as he like attacks at Will and Will just deflects it with his sword, he tries to use its momentum to come down on you, and you just see the opening perfectly, and you go straight in with your blade.
And I deal 7 damage.
Deal 7 damage. And as he's coming down, you just kind of sidestep and go straight and make an upward slash up at him. And he is looking rough. This yeah, he definitely underestimated this challenge. Alrighty. So that that goes to his buddy over here. And he is going to grab up his buddy's spike chain. Oh yeah, he can be edgy too. And he's going to use his weapon on you, Bovag. Um, taking 2 attacks against you. Got that big 17 for the first attack,
Mm-hmm.
and an 18 for the second attack.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, cool. First one is 6 piercing damage, and the second one is 4 piercing damage, both reduced.
So 5.
No, 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 I mean, like, that is the reduced. 6 and 4 is the reduced number for you.
Ah.
So you take 10
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. All right, and then he's gonna do. Let me double check this real quick. 1 second, sorry.
He I shall be right back.
He definitely sees Bobag as a fucking threat. He needs the right spell to fuck with him back.
He can multi-attack and cast a spell?
Oh yeah. He gets two melee attacks and one spell that costs an action. Hey,
It's
and
not bad.
that is base character. I haven't even tweaked these guys. Okay. But he is going to. Where is his? I know he had another one. Sorry. Okay. No, that definitely takes that. Okay, cool. Anyway, so he is going to risk opening himself up for an opportunity attack after taking these two swings at you, Bobag. So you can go ahead and make an attack against him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see the opening.
That will be a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. Now, could I technically do this as a great weapon master? Or no?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that will be 25 points of damage. Did he miscalculate?
No, I think it'll be
Damn.
worth. Let's see. Oh, all right. One catch. Sorry. Great Weapon Master specifically says on your turn.
Hmm. Well, then that will be uh 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Still hefty. Hefty for a reaction. And he is going to.
Oh, my bad. It's 15. Sorry, I didn't add in my rage damage, but 15, 15.
That's fine.
15.
Okay, so he is after making those two attacks with the chain weapon, he starts making his way back, and you like whip with your hammer and just kind of graze the front. And as he keeps kind of walking backwards, looking at you, and he starts preparing a spell, he is going to cast the light at you. Put back here. Sure. 25 feet. Give me a con save. Go bag.
Save.
Con save?
Okay. Let me take a look here at something real fast.
Mhm.
Okay. That'll be a 19.
See, 19 saves. You make it. So you take half damage. That's a good one to make the save on.
I was skilled.
Whew, whew. So half as much is going to be, we'll say, 21 points of damage as you were just hit with this like dark energy that just sucks the like just drains the life out of you. You just feel like it is taxing, but you resist an even worse effect.
Wait, what
Are you-
happened here?
What do you mean?
I wasn't here for a couple minutes.
Oh shit, my bad.
That is fine. Who's hitting him with what?
This guy back here. Oh,
Ping.
I have the right one. There
Oh,
we go.
oh, shit.
This guy, he moved away. He risked opening
Oh,
himself up to an opportunity attack and getting a hit
Jesus.
from Bobag and cast Blight on him. The hit was worth not having disadvantage on it. But still. Or, yeah. Let's see. With that, Azora, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Zora is kind of panicking outside. She's kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And she just kind of has these pictures of her friends being attacked and you know just being struck down. And she takes a deep breath. She says, I can do this. I can do this. And she digs deep and she tries to activate her Radiant Soul ability. And digging deep into her angelic ancestry, she sprouts wings once again and lifts into the air.
And
Uh,
they still work. These, you do successfully cast these, shimmering, like semi-translucent wings. Um, but you notice it almost has like less feathers, like it isn't as full. It's there. You can fly with it.
that just kind of looks like a drunk angel flying. But anyway, she's just going. That's her action, so she's just going to kind of fly this way. Oh, I need to grab my tool here. Okay, fly over here and look in the window.
Yeah, and
And
looking in, you see Wilhelm and Ragnar fighting with one of these
does any
figures.
does anybody look particularly more injured than everyone else?
As far as as far as enemies or
As
allies.
far as allies.
Bobak! It's Bobak!
Oh, there. Um, 60 feet hit him.
Uh, yeah, I call that.
Okay.
I know
Uh,
technically he's a large, or I'm sorry, you're still medium sized for some bullshit reason, but I make your token about that like a large figure, as it would be.
okay. Well, then, as a bonus action, she's going to use Healing Light to instead of healing 4d6, she'll be healing 4d4, correct?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There, 9. There you go, Bovag.
Uh,
It's not working as it should. I'm sorry. I should be able to do more.
it's alright.
Was there anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's action, movement, and bonus action.
All right, Bovag, after getting a little magical refresher from Azora, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna look at the one next to me with that chain blade, and I'm gonna take my first attack, Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Oh yeah, do it.
18.
And 18 hits.
Sick. Alright, 2d6 plus 17. For 28, I got a 5 and a 6.
28 points of damage. Okay.
And then he'll take his second attack.
Mhm.
That will be a 18 again.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you
Oh.
hit him with one big whack, he seems winded and the momentum of the chain is interrupted. Did you come back for the second?
For 25 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
How do you want to kill him? Right over his
Uh,
buddy.
I'm just going to bring just an overhead strike straight down onto his skull and smash him into the ground.
Yeah, and you definitely do that with a sickening crack. You bring this blade or your maul down and make a putty of him. It's a gruesome sight.
All right. And then I'm going to make a big risk play here and not drink a health potion, but I'm going to run over to the one that just backed up off me.
Oh yeah.
And, we're just going to go for it.
Yeah, and you can definitely make or go over to or make it to him.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement. I should be okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, Reckless Great Weapon Master. Does 19 hit?
A 19 hits, even with his
Hey.
shimmering protection. Smacks right into him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
He's dead.
Come on. Come on.
He's tougher than you think.
24 points of damage.
Oof. He is barely standing. And
All right.
yeah, you bring it down and like smack straight into his shoulder, and it hits him to his like one knee, and he struggles to get back up and look at you. Anything else on your turn?
That's bonus movement and action, so I'm done.
Alrighty. Brings us to all the chain boys are dead. That takes us to the top of the round. Valric, go ahead and give us a wisdom save. Right? You're still.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Never. Is he? Yeah, he's still away up, and you can still see him technically dead.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm gonna move right here,
Okay.
and then I am going to, if you allow it, I'm gonna use Ghost Water Dive to the other side of him, because I won't technically be going towards him because I'm teleporting.
Okay.
And if you look at it at a character point of view, I am stuck on this balcony here. So really the only way out is either down or out this way.
You know what? I'll give that to you actually. If you if you agree that once you come through you're going to use your movement to continue moving away from him.
That is the plan.
Yeah, totally. I'll allow that.
Okay. Perfect.
Because if anything, that's giving you a safer route away
Yeah, that's
from
what
him.
I'm thinking.
Totally. Yeah.
So I can go 30 feet. Bada bing.
If on top of the table.
And then my movement is, well, first of all, what I imagined in my head while this was going on is I'm just imagining like any Rocky movie, like near the end of the fights, they're always just barely punching each other. Because I'm pretty sure these two are like both one hit away from dying.
Everybody's looking a little rough.
I'm like
Definitely.
almost spotless. So sing Bovag. I'm coming, Bovag. I can move right there. And what's this? And the Starforge hand axe is also a ranged weapon.
Yes.
So, Sing, Bovag almost dying. Valric's using everything he can to get over there. So I'm going to use a ranged attack on this feller. And I'm technically still raging.
Let me just... Is it technically your action to...
Ghost Water
I know
Dive?
it's not for... No, not Ghost Water Dive.
Are
you using your action to make the save against fear? Let me double check that real quick. Of course, I did have fear pulled up, and then I closed it. It's out of sight.
I think you
Oh,
had
okay.
us
If the
take
if
our
the
turn.
creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight on you, creature can make a wisdom save. So, I mean, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't say it costs an action or anything. If
And
anything, it'd be at the end of your turn. So, I mean, it's fine.
I,
I'll let it happen before.
well,
But no, you're
well,
fine.
no, hold
You can
on.
go ahead and use your
Well,
action to
no,
hit.
I can. Ghost Water Dive is an action. So,
Plot twist.
I mean, it says, there's
Dun,
that
dun,
thing
dun.
about before or after teleporting, you can make one attack, but I think that's meaning
Yeah,
immediately
you're
before or
right.
after.
Yeah.
It would say immediate if it had to be immediately after though.
It's up to interpretation.
So I think you're okay to make your ranged weapon attack, but you can only make the one attack. Is the caveat?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
already, I
you're not
already,
sacrificing your whole technically you're sacrificing your action to give up your attacks, but you get an attack from Ghost Water Dive. So yeah, you can make one after
okay,
teleporting in. That's fine.
okay, well, that's fine.
I think we have this discussion every session and we
Yeah.
still forget. All of us
Yeah.
forget. It just resets as soon as we start the game.
Now I need
Come on.
But yeah, man, you're
unfamiliar
fine.
with ranged attacks now. Is
Just
this
thinking about how
it's just
cool that
gonna be
would
the
look,
same?
though.
Yeah. Okay. I have advantage because I'm still raging, even though I'm throwing, or is that just melee? It's rage melee.
Yeah.
Reckless, I think, is on melee.
Yeah,
let me
melee
look.
damage. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so sure. So I guess it's just strength.
Yeah.
All right. Send
Strength and
it.
proficiency.
What?
Strength and proficiency, because you are proficient with it.
Yeah, you still do a +6 to your
Oh, so
throw.
+6. Oh, sick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, send it. 15. That's right.
15 just misses.
With my enchanted weapon.
With it glances off of the it hits him, but it kind of glances off of that magical armor as his attention whips towards you. He's seeing Bovag running at him and hit him, and then he just sees his axe come out of nowhere. But yeah, it does glance off of his armor. All right, man. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, just reading my character sheet, see if I can do anything.
Definitely. I gotta say that was a pretty good workaround around with fear because it's like that's completely plausible, and at least you're not fucking just stranded on this awning.
Yeah, I think I got nothing to offer.
All right, that brings us to Wilhelm. He is and he is going to take another attack against this dude with his flaming blade and is going to stab him. Oh, nope, not that one. With a 17 just barely making it and piercing through this shimmering armor. He's going to take a stab. Might be it. If this guy is looking. He's barely hanging in there. 8 damage is not quite enough, but he just gets a solid stab right through the shoulder, almost by the collarbone. It's a gruesome stab, but just not. With his second melee attack, he's going to attempt to just rip the blade up and out. See if that'll finish him. With a 25. See. Oh my god, wait a second. I forgot the fire damage with that first piercing attack. He may not need this. Oh my god, he has 4 health. This is bullshit. Okay, yeah, so he takes his second attack and finishes him off with the one fucking health he has. As he stabs in and is just searing his shoulder, and he just rips the blade up, and the figure just arms go limp, and he flops to the ground,
Oh.
dead in front of Ragnar. Alrighty. And seeing figure all the way down here with Bovag. How's everybody? Ragnar, how are you looking health wise?
I haven't been.
Like physically, are you like, all right?
Ragnar is completely unscathed.
Damn.
Yeah,
All
like I
right.
haven't got hit at all yet.
All
I
right.
think it's just Bovag.
Hey, well, you're definitely the one, the biggest threat right up front.
Well,
Oh
everyone
Um,
no,
else ran
Azura's
away.
fucked. Azura's fucked.
okay, where the fuck did that go? Okay, well, oh, there he is. I lost Will's sheet for a minute. There we go. All right. With his last little bit for his multi attack, he is going to. Can't really do anything else, actually. He's just going to go ahead and start working his way this way towards you, Bobag, just to see what's going on over here. All right, so that's it for this. For Wilhelm. Ragnar, it is your turn.
So there's just one guy left now, right?
Yeah, and Bovag is rushing towards him. So, probably for a quick demise.
I'm going to rifle through the pockets of the guy in front of me and see if he has anything to drink.
Anything to drink?
Yeah. Yeah, does he have like a flask?
He does have like a water flask. Sure, yeah.
Is it does he have any alcohol?
No, just like a water flask that you see kind of tied on his waist.
Okay, well, I'll take it and sit down in this chair and drink it, but I look really disappointed that it doesn't have any alcohol.
Right. All right.
And
Mhm.
from the chair, I'll just kind of shout at Bovag. Smash his head in.
I'm trying.
Hello?
What?
What? Was that what for me?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for somebody to do something.
Oh, okay, my bad. No, I just lost a note on character. Where I put it. Shit, I thought I had it right here. This person. Oh, well, whatever. So we'll go ahead and move on. Because it is his turn. The final guy's turn. And he is terrified. He is going to.
You know, you don't have to keep fighting.
He's panting, he is beaten, he is bloody, and he is just barely holding himself up after that last hit. And he looks up at you and with the first glimmer of fear. This is the guy that you were trying to instill fear with that stab that yeah, it was chained up, and he just looks at you and goes, yes, you're right. And he's going to cast Arcane Gate. And dip away. Let me see.
Counter spell. I'm
Do
not
you have
close enough.
counterspell?
I'm not close enough.
Dang.
It's
Counterspell has
60,
120
60-foot
feet.
range. Is it? I thought it was, Beyond
First
says
120.
60 foot.
Oh, that's big sad.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, and good thing I'm double checking because Arcane Gate isn't an instant teleportation. It makes the opening. So he's going to move out of your range and you'll get one final opportunity attack. Because I'd count that. He's moving out of your combat or, range to go into a portal. So yeah, I'll let you
Right.
get one attack.
17?
You motherfucker. Yeah, you hit. You hit him.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh man.
Is that an insta kill?
and it wasn't Great Weapon Master since I can't do it on
Yeah,
their
good
turn
call.
anyway, so. Whew. I rolled a 9.
9 damage.
No. 9 plus 8 was 17. Now I'm rolling my damage.
Ah. Oh, okay, gotcha.
15 damage.
Damn. All right. Damn, that's perfect. So as he's like, you're right, and it looks over to his right and opens, and you see he's opening this like magical ring of mist swirling, and he makes a break for it, and you just instinctually like swing up your maul and cut off his route and just smack straight into his front and stop him dead and carry it and go straight down and smash him into the ground. And the misty portal just and you killed him.
Oh, you shouldn't have tried to run.
Oh, damn. All right. And that is everything calms down and you guys wait. You're all catching your breath and you look around and quiet and you think the danger is past for the moment.
Bovag's immediately going to drop to a knee and just cough up some blood, wipe his mouth.
Oh, they have that just restart.
Alright, I'll head over to Bovag.
Yeah.
Hey, Bovag, you good, mate?
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fuck, no, I'm not. And he's just going to slump down and lean against the wall behind him.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna come up and feed him a potion of healing.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Save your potion. I can use my magic. If it works.
Put it away and step back.
Uh, Everyone except for Ragnar is kind of banged up, right?
I look like somebody that's taken 3 damage.
Okay, well, I guess it's just a Zora and Popag then, huh? All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I can cast with the staff. Uh, Cure wounds, fourth. Yeah, with the staff, I can cast a fourth level, or no?
Uh, yeah, with the staff, you can use that spell.
Okay. So that's gonna be 4d6 now, plus 4. $21 to you, Bobag.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you, Azura. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, Bobag, I don't see you go down like that often.
Yeah. Magic kind of fucks me up a little bit.
Was that this guy right here?
You see the 3 on the ground? Yeah, it was all of them.
Oh man, only 3? I've seen you take all that 10, 15.
Hey, you ran like a little bitch, okay?
He was under a spell, Bovag. It was not his
Yeah.
fault.
And I was taking magic damage. That
It was
shit
also
hurt.
not your fault. Yes.
Did you get hit by one of them chains, Valric?
No, they all missed me.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna get up, go pick one up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start
definitely.
swinging it around.
What the fuck?
But I'm not going to actually attack him with it.
Intimidation, maybe?
I'm just
Yeah,
going to kind of like chase him around with it. Come here.
Yeah. And this spike chain is no joke. It's literally just it's got a handle at one end that kind of wraps up and to fit around your hand, and it's just got a spiked chain all the way down. It's made of a kind of a dark metal, and at the end is a just very angled and intimidating blade.
Let's
Very
see.
intricately made, very old too.
Kind of like God of War.
Yeah, honestly,
The
that's a
Chaos
great
Blade.
example. I don't know how the handles work, but this is kind of like one straight handle and then kind of wraps around your hand, and then goes to a chain. But yeah, that's a great example. It's very similar.
What would the save be for a intimidation?
Uh, I'd say,
Oh, charisma.
yeah, I guess charisma would be the best, honestly,
All right.
unless you're wanting to kind of use your own strength as kind of a buffer.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, Bobag, do you want to roll an intimidation? See how you're, I don't know, just see how well of a performance you're doing.
Sure. Anyone in particular? Just intimidation.
Yeah, just intimidation.
And then with charisma or with my strength.
Probably strength.
No, I would use your actual intimidation, which charisma, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would. You've done strength in the past for this similar scenario.
Yeah,
I'd say.
but we normally do strength if it's in like using that strength. You know, if you can, but if you're just kind of like swinging and like kind of doing more of a performance, you know, more or less, I'd say go with the base intimidation and do charisma.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
If you
Yeah.
have proficiency in intimidation, then let me
Oh,
see.
I do.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
just it's just shit.
It just makes it positive instead of negative.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. I nailed it. We got a 6.
6.
Okay.
Yeah, you, Valric, even though he's kind of whipping this chain around and with this big figure, I mean, most things he does is intimidating, but you kind of just feel like he's getting the chain isn't his go-to.
I'm basically just gonna trust fall and just hold my hands up, eyes closed.
Come at me.
Bovag's still a little woozy, so he's just going to set it down. Pull
Yeah.
out. He's going to pull out his tankard of plenty. And he's going to fill it with some wonderful alcohol. And yeah, he's going to take a nice long drink.
Well. Team meeting?
Yeah. I think we're all here.
Well,
Do we need to do a roll call?
Probably not. Well, they have some pretty quick operation.
why did they attack us to kill us?
They already have
Because
their
we
gem.
What they stole the crystal.
This was, yeah. Then this
And
was
then-
just revenge.
They had to get that.
No.
gold, right?
Remember, Will brought this one guy, and I point to the one that we killed last. Brought him back in when he came into town. I think they were just coming for him.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave a shit about us.
That would make sense. So you brought this to us, Will.
I don't know. Certainly, the contract you guys have taken with me, it definitely seems you guys have gotten a little bit more involved than I'm sure you were planning.
Yes.
It seems
We
like
have.
they're
A couple hundred gold more involved.
now. I definitely didn't anticipate them coming after you, but I mean, did they? They must wanted something that you guys had. Is there anything?
The keystone.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
they
you guys did.
stole.
Yeah, you guys did figure out what you were missing. So
Mhm.
my bad.
Oh, and they
Well.
came for the men.
Yeah, either to came back to either finish the job or make sure or rescue their friend or well, maybe
Both.
even to kill him to make sure he didn't talk either. This my time studying this cult, they seem to be brutally efficient, willing to um, cut their own loose ends. If you, so I wouldn't be completely surprised seeing that one of their allies wasn't killed but taken. Maybe they wanted to just protect themselves and make sure he didn't talk or save him. Hard to
We
tell.
have. Do we have any leads? Any idea where we can go or what we can do?
On what next, being honest with you, I'm not sure. The only, while some of my allies and, uh, well, some of my allies have been watching multiple groups of this cult. I have mainly focused on studying this group here in the Carabiner Peninsula. With them out of the way, I'm sure of any other operations in the area, but they definitely seem connected, and they have some either base of operations or more allies in the area. As far as I knew, the only ones that were here were in the mountains that you took care of.
Well, and those were not nearly as powerful as these ones. These ones were
Ah,
strong warriors.
they definitely were capable. When I stopped the group initially, they there was actually one more, another figure that briefly fought and then ran ran on. I assume that was the one who has the keystone. I doubt one of these people who came back would have brought the keystone back. But they are definitely capable fighters. I haven't and I haven't even seen their kind. Their kind doesn't look familiar to me. And when he says this, you guys can look over, and if any of you, you know what, everybody make a history check if you want to see if anything stands out to you about these figures.
6.
6.
Yeah, that'll be a 9 from Bovag.
14.
Sora. Oh wait, you got yours.
Yeah,
Okay,
14.
cool. Yeah. With a 14, not the best roll. You guys, yeah, even still, you're not 100% certain. Bovag and Ragnar, you guys are no clue. These are extremely pale elves, but nothing stands out to you other than them just being like gray, almost bleach white. Azora and Valric, you guys, like, it's not familiar to you either, but that's kind of the bigger point is that this is a different type of elf that's native to Terva. And even though elves at this point, their empire is almost all but disbanded, and most elves are just refugees or travelers at this point, most of them tend to be wood elves and high elves and the occasional drow, but you know of drow, but these like pale elves, it doesn't stand out to you either. So when Will says this, it kind of rings true for everybody. These elves are. Um, but they're Will continues that, but they're certainly skilled warriors, and I was not anticipating their uh, connections to run this deep, but they must have really that keystone.
Indeed.
Um, so at this point, like all of you, are you guys all situated back around the table? Just Will goes to that table
Bovag
on the
is
balcony and sits. Sorry, go ahead.
Bovag is going to investigate their bodies and loot their pockets and take their stuff.
Yeah, Azora wants to check the spellcasters.
What is your investigation, Azura? Because I may just aid you in this.
Yeah, you can
Investigate.
definitely assist Azora if you'd rather do that and give Azora advantage on this.
I
What was
wanna
yours,
help.
Azura? I have a +4.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
19.
8. I'll help you.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you rolled a 20 investigation.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
See, and that was the note I was trying to find was some of the items they had on them. There was the other than the keystone, the items that were taken from you, Azora, are on some of these other elves. Just I don't remember exactly which items were taken. That's the notes that I'm missing. I think it was like 2 items, but oh, here it is. There we go. Um, one of them with the one of the casters has Azora's Wand of Wonder, and one of the chain wielders has the other Tervan Sending Stone, the one that connects to Will.
At least we got those back.
Definitely. You also find a total of about 530 gold and 200 silver against all of these individuals.
You said
Um,
530 gold and 200 silver.
yes.
Okay.
You also find on one of the casters there was a small piece of paper, like a 4x4 little sheet of old paper with a sketch of the keystone, its image drawn out on this paper. Um, and both casters have this paper, just kind of to identify what they were looking for as priority. There is a little bit of writing on the paper, but let's see, you can read.
It's 176 gold each and 50 silver.
Zora, you can read this. Ragnar, what languages can you or do you have? I didn't. Yours accidentally closed for me.
I've got Elvish. Sorry.
Well, you're still sitting at the table, so we'll actually just kind of plop next to one of you, or next to one of the chairs, whatever, on the chair next to you. God damn. And is joining you, but Azora, you do notice this as Elvish, but it says priority keystone. Just 2 words.
It was
They speak
definitely
Elvish
after
and
that
Minotaur.
keystone. That keystone is definitely important to him, that's for sure. I wonder where they could have taken it.
We have any clues? Any leads? Any idea what to do next?
Will, do they have any other strongholds? Perhaps, maybe not right, in the area, but maybe.
Um, excuse me. Not that I'm aware of in the area, but as I said, some of my allies are constantly searching into some of the other branches and sects of the cult in the area, and beyond. We could always inquire with them in our village, but since I got you, normally we keep our presence a little bit secretive, but as you all have proven extremely useful, and I do feel bad for involving you more so than just the contracted job. I would trust you to I would trust your discretion if you came with me, but we can inquire with my allies and see if we um, can find any other locations they could be in.
Question for you, Trey.
Of course.
Out of character. Do we still have the sending stone Will gave us?
That was the turban sending stone that you had found while checking the bodies. They didn't keep much on them, but they did have the item that was
Right,
one of
but
the items.
Will gave us one that we communicated with him with.
Yes.
Do we still have that?
That was
Yeah,
the one.
that's the one.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. And
yeah.
then
It was taken, but you guys found it on the body, and it is the same one that Will has.
is
Or you know,
there a nearby guild facility in this area?
you know that there's definitely some connections in Clayshire, the next town to the south, the capital of
Okay.
Caravanner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know that there's definitely some, floating agents here and there. At the moment, you don't know of any in Ross, but you
Okay.
guys were, when you were drinking, to backtrack a little bit from that one time, because I know we weren't clear, when you guys were kind of drinking, you were getting a little, trying to feel out the area too, and that's when you guys had kind of discovered the local, uh, reputation of Will and some of his masked associates. But while asking around, you were also trying to kind of inquire, see if any, Dawn's Hammer agents were in the area, but that stood out to you so far. But you guys can always check the
Yeah.
town later too.
Clayshire's cool. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
So,
Um, but yeah, so Will was just saying that he would trust your discretion if you guys came with him.
does anyone else find it weird that they spent the time to take the sending stone?
But what?
Doesn't it seem weird that they would take that?
You keep cutting off as soon as you say take, at least for me.
Me as well.
1 second.
Okay, how about now?
You
Yeah.
sound good so far.
Alright. Doesn't it seem weird that they spent the time to take the sending stone? Like it was pretty important to what their duties were?
Or they could
Way
have
of-
just been curious who could be on the other end.
I wonder if they have a way of tracking where the other stone is.
I mean, they found
Hmm.
us, you know. They gotta be pretty
Well,
smart.
there's definitely a few of them that were magically inclined, so I wouldn't be surprised knowing what they were looking for. Maybe they had a way to track the keystone itself instead of just tracking you. That would be my first assumption, but I'm not, can't be certain. But like you said, if they were able to find you, maybe it's just because of the stone, but maybe they would have another way to reverse track. Almost.
Well, Will, I think they're after you in that
That's
case.
kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. As far as I'm aware, the cult isn't
You're not.
aware of me and my associates. We have avoided direct contact just so we could keep our discretion, so we could watch from a distance.
Well, I'm
And
sure that
honestly, though, one of the
somebody's
reasons we
tracking
hired
them.
you.
What do you call this, Will? This was direct contact.
Guys. I think they were coming for the keystone that we took when we went to the mountain. And they just happened to run into Will as they were scurrying out of town, who then brought one of them back here because he captured one. And then the rest came back to get their friend or
That
kill
seems
him. And
that seems
then
the case.
we killed them all, but that one still got away with the keystone. Therefore, we've basically done nothing.
And they do know about Will then.
Now
If
they do.
one of them got away. Yes.
Yeah, now they do.
They do know of me now, that's for sure. And sadly know of you too. Maybe this is the end of it, and they got what they wanted, and they won't be back. But
It's never the end of it.
Well, yeah, they got what they wanted, but what they wanted, what we saw is not good.
Hey,
Ah.
Valor.
Did they summon another
Yeah.
one of them dark bubble things?
They could. We don't know what
That-
that thing does.
That's dangerous.
that's true. And if this keystone is their way of opening those uh, portals, then
That could only
we
just
definitely
be getting.
we yeah. While I did want to go back to study that temple, one of the better options may be to seal it off from them, so they can't access it again.
Or
It
make it
seems,
into a fortress.
yeah,
Fortress against them.
that is true.
That could be a place for you and your order.
Hmm. Well, that's a very good point. When we would at least be able to be there and to study their this ancient temple, but also probably be easier to fortify. That's a very good uh, suggestion.
Do a better job than they did.
Yes. Although,
Well,
leave the cubes. They are very dangerous.
No, no, no. Mm-mm. Don't leave the cubes. Fuck the cubes.
kill the cube.
They almost got us. They definitely should be guard dogs. Everyone should have a cube.
Mm-mm.
Protect your backyard from pests. Have a cube.
Get a personal cube.
You're ever feeling sad? Feed your
I ain't
dog to
going
your
back if
cube.
there's another one. Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, you don't have to go back.
But that is a very good point. We I'll definitely mention that to my allies and see about fortifying that location. That's probably the best course of action.
Say,
It'd be a shame to leave our little village that we've built, but change can be good.
might want to get on that soon.
Time may be running low.
Hey, Valric, question.
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea. I don't know. It might be stupid. You're the smart one.
Oh, shoot.
All right. So we're trying to figure out where to go next, right?
Right.
So why don't we go do some work for the guild while Will goes and talks to his buddies and then tells us some information when he gets it about where we can head to next.
And I will be able to, well, tomorrow I will be able to uh, travel there very quickly. And
Well,
hopefully I
it's
can
going
make
to take us a
some.
little while to get back to Clayshire. You know, we got to walk.
How far is it?
I,
I have horses.
We had horses. I don't think we do anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. How far of a walk slash horse ride is it?
yeah, let me double check. I think I.
We can't forget I have the snail shell.
Alright.
I don't
How
know
long
that
will
I'll
you-
remember.
I believe Clayshire is just over a day and a half. Let me double check. I know it is. Just double check. Sorry, one moment.
Day and a half.
Yeah. But um hmm. Sorry, you guys can go ahead. I'm gonna look this up real quick, see if I can find that distance.
Well, you said it'd take Will a day to get to his people or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, I was seeing if I don't think he'd be able to get you guys there faster. Sorry. One sec.
I don't know. We just, we haven't seen the boys in a while, and
Right, I think it's actually a pretty good idea, Bovek.
What is this
I'm
guild?
impressed.
oh, Valric, you got to tell him.
Oh, I mean, is it really something we should talk about? Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, Azur's brother was one of our brothers, so I feel like she already knows. So then it's just Ragnar, and Ragnar seems pretty okay.
Okay, well, with a guild called Dawn's Hammer, and
Sounds so cool.
you know, it's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. We get work here and there.
They give you hammers?
I mean, probably if you go up high enough and join the ranks.
I mean, Bobag's got a hammer.
You get the big special hammer like Bovag?
I want one of those. But yeah, anyway, the Dawn's Hammer, Boveg and I, we're the muscle, so we take out some contracts. The contracts you're thinking of, yeah. That's what we do most.
He means we kill people.
That's right, yeah, we smash their heads.
Yeah.
Most of the
Please,
time.
assassination.
Not just cubes,
It's-
then.
It's just in our blood. I'm sorry.
It's alright. You do what you must do to survive.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So you say we go to the Hammer of Dawn and they will
It's Dawn's Hammer.
give us a job? And that's what I said.
It's not.
Yeah, Valric and I, we go in. We talk to our guy. He gives us a job. Then we go execute said job and return for money.
Do
Basically,
I
we-
go?
Yeah.
Do I go in?
We can each bring.
I go
We can bring 1 + 1.
into the safe house? I go into the secret
we
guild
need to-
safe house?
We're gonna need to talk to him first.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, there's going to be like
Is there a
burlap.
password?
This,
There's going to be a
this,
burlap sack. It's going to get real dark for a while.
This isn't.
You spin me around first?
It's not a club, alright.
Oh, there's no bouncer.
I'm the bouncer.
Yeah, sir.
But yeah, Beveg, I think it's a great idea. And yeah, I kind of want to have someone work on this axe here. So I say we go for it.
All right. Well, it's like super late, so I want to go to bed.
Yeah, when was the last time we slept?
just woke
You guys, yeah, you guys technically just woke up, and
Yeah. So.
while you essentially got the benefits of a long rest anyway, you know,
Some people are tired. Yeah.
it's still super early, and yeah, you guys are probably tired still.
Oh yeah, I totally need another rest. I used 2 of my 3rd level
Yeah.
spells.
And technically we shouldn't, but I'm okay with you guys just resetting. You know, even though it'd only be a few more hours, you guys can reset a long
Sweet.
rest out if you guys finish it. Or at
Well,
least sleep
we
for another
can-
few hours.
We could sleep till the afternoon or rest till the afternoon.
That's true. Because this is probably like early morning still, like maybe 3, 4 in the morning. Early, but still not sunrise or anything.
Alright, before we go and head to bed now, we need to know what we're doing in the morning.
Well, I am sleeping. And then I'm eating a big breakfast and drinking, and then I'm sleeping again.
Well, we need to go to Clayshire. Like,
We'll
in the
get there.
morning.
Nah, let's go in the
The,
afternoon.
the whole point
Sleep in.
is because Will's going to be there one day, so we go the other way. Time is of the essence.
Well, I can at least
Oh.
find out some if there's any other information, and I can get there pretty quickly. Through magical means, but I would offer to get you to Clayshire. I don't have the same connections to that town as I do here. That's why I was able to get here so quickly tonight. But sadly, I can't get you there a little faster. And I looked it up, and it's actually a little farther. It's like 3 days for you guys to get to
It's a little
Glacier
bit
by horse.
further.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
Albanner's a big place.
so yeah, I guess we're gonna go to sleep.
All right. So Will says that tomorrow he will be in Rossville for the day, for the rest of the day, and at the next night he'll make his way to back to his home and hopefully get a little bit more information on any other sects or groups of the cult in the area and see if there's any leads. And we'll reach out to you guys via the sending stones as soon as he has information.
Bovag, we can always ask Dawn's Hammer if they know anything about these elves. It's a pretty big
Okay.
network.
Do we want to like take an ear or something so they can like see it, or what?
Well, an ear is not very much to see. You might as well take the whole head or the body, but that seems it would smell bad.
Yeah, and that's going to draw the attention of the guards.
What? They don't allow you to carry heads around? Or oh, you mean the body?
Both.
Oh. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Well,
Yeah, if you guys don't have anything else, you guys can call it a night and finish your rest and convene back in the morning. Leave the carnage in the hallway and go to bed.
just leave it there.
I mean, we did. I did give them a ton of gold, so
Yeah, and funny enough, at one point, one of you glances over down the hallway where the stairs go down. You just see the terrified, peeking head of the innkeep. It just dips back down.
I want to cast prestidigitation.
That
And
word is a
clean up.
crime on humanity. Anyway.
Clean up the immediate area.
Zora
Prestidigitation.
helps with the prestidigitation.
Yeah, together and if you
Ragnar, you take that wall, I'll take this wall, and we'll work on the ceiling together. Bovag, how did you get it all the way up there?
well, you see, the momentum from the hammer plus my immense size. Yeah, well, I swing up sometimes.
No, Will also assist with the prestidigitation. Fuck. And together the three of you are kind of actually making pretty quick work. It's only a cubic foot, but working together and spending a little time, you guys cleaned it up surprisingly quickly.
And I have mending, so I can like fix broken plates and stuff.
Yeah, I'd
After,
say you guys maybe spend like the better part of 30 minutes, but you'd almost make it good as new. It's impressive
while
work.
they're doing that, as they're cleaning stuff up, I'll make sure all the bodies are fully looted. Then I'm just going to toss them out that window that's open, and they can just hang out outside.
That's perfect. If that window wasn't completely open to the world, those bodies might just go unnoticed. That's hilarious. Just pile them on top of that little roof.
So-
That's amazing.
Before he throws that pale elf.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, hey, Bovag, don't throw that one, please.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wanna really actually go over and look at this elf and like what's it wearing?
Which one?
again?
One of the casters or one of the
the-
chain bears?
Or are
Let's
they
go-
all the same type of elf?
Yeah, are they all the same?
They are all the same race of elf, yes.
I mean, I guess technically, I'd want to look at both of them because I want to look for like, I don't know, distinct. Well, for one, features. Like, I want to be able to describe this. So like distinct
Yeah,
features,
definitely.
maybe
Here,
some
let
like
me...
skin, like
Yeah.
skin tattoos. I don't know, something like
Oh
that.
my god. Yeah, 1 second. I am Bobag's character or like little thumbnail is just so big it like literally I can't grab anything else but Bobag at the top. But I'm scooting these over and I'll just show you what they.
Perfect.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured after this when you guys take your rest, we'll just take a break real quick too. But
Okay. I'll
no
wait until we
worries.
take our break.
Okay, cool. Let me just throw their pictures on here so you can see what they look. Oh, there we go. You have to squint.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You got work for it. What do we got?
Just zoom in all.
Zoom in, maximize. Okay.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance.
Enhance.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they're one is in like a dark leathers. And of course Hero Forge only had rope, but yeah, he has the chains, but dark leathers with little interesting metal plates. Like down here, it's kind of the same mysterious metals that you've seen used with this cult, and partly used on your Starforged hand axe, Alric. This figure, however, is kind of in long, loose, dark robes, and carries a intricately carved spear. But yeah, they're both very like fine features. Like, of course, like all elves are kind of fine and delicate looking on some level, but they just kind of have. Of course, the figures don't do justice, but for suddenly scary and dark figures, they almost have like a beauty to them, but and a youthful presence now that they're not hissing and growling at you. But yeah, they definitely don't look like random fucking schmucks. They seem like they are skilled and probably much older than they look. If you want to do like a investigation or maybe history, depending on what kind of information you want to, what do you want to glean? Anything else, or just more of a physical description?
Yeah, anything that would lead to maybe finding out where they're from or what they're about. So,
If if you want to do a little bit now that you're here doing more investigating, I'm sure moving their bodies a little bit more. If you
yeah.
give me one more history check, see if you can glean anything else from them. And anybody else want to join if you want to take the time? Give you this.
It's a 13.
Last time it was just to kind of recall if they like.
I will assist you, Valric.
Nice.
Ragnar just like never really knows what's going on.
He wants to though. He's curious.
He is. He's like, what's happening? What is the world?
So I guess as people are grouping around me, I'll
So I think this material on their chest or whatever, it's the same as this axe here. It's very strange. I think we should take these.
I will say your Starforged hand axe looks like older. It looks like more refined and it's like more like I don't know, more these just kind of seem like I don't know, not as well did, even though it's the same material and there's a lot less of it. That Starforged hand axe, it's a big hunk, or a big head on it. So and their plate is very thin, but it's very durable and odd metal.
It's still a different material than what we're used to, so
Exactly.
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to take those.
Sure, you can take the few plates that he has there. Definitely, we'll chalk it up to about 6 foot by foot plates of this mysterious metal. Um, yeah, and technically the spearhead is also made of that same material. But yeah, that's about it. As far as there's not much. It seems like it may be a little scarce for them because anytime you've seen the cult use it, it's like almost absent full plates or anything. Anything you want to else you guys want to do with these bodies or anything before you call it a night? Just move them out of sight outside the window.
Are there any pigs?
Pigs, you were sure somewhere in town. It is a very it's a farmer village for sure. So I'm sure
Always,
you could find some, but not like right outside or anything.
you could always feed them to the.
We could always feed them to the pigs.
It'll be a quick cleanup.
No? Just throw them in the street?
Aren't aren't
That is
we
fine.
on the coast and we could just throw them in the ocean?
Yeah, there is a docks. There's like a whole like market built on the docks there, so it's you know. But yeah, you're on the ocean.
Yeah, we can just toss them there, and then they can just go away forever.
Not be our problem anymore.
Yes. I like this. I like it when things that were my problem are no longer my problem.
Are you guys taking the night to haul them, or just move them for now and then take them to the dump them in the ocean later at night? Like, just for a reference.
I think we just threw them into the street and then tomorrow we're planning on taking them to the ocean.
Yeah, we'll clean up the rest of our mess tomorrow.
Yeah, because you guys are right here, in this tavern here, at the edge of town. So you're not like right next to the ocean, but yeah, you could dump it outside in the meantime and deal with it tomorrow. All right. Anything else for you guys before going to bed? I mean,
No,
I'm good.
not for me.
these guys can go away because they're corpses now. Oh God, not Will. All right.
Not
So you guys call tonight. Will says his farewells and says that he will convene with you guys through the. Well, again, we'll be in town, but we'll let you guys know as soon as he hears some information tomorrow. And you guys all head to bed for the night and finish your rest. And we'll go ahead and take a break and come back and see what you guys want to do in the morning.
All right.
All right. So, picking back up, you guys, after a few more hours, you all wake back up in your rooms. I assume Ragnar actually goes to his room this time. Uh, but
Um, a- actually, Ragnar's a little freaked out, so he grabs the pillow and the blanket from his room and goes back to the roof.
Much safer.
Much safer.
I hope you grab an extra blanket because it is
Mm.
a little nippy out, but and you don't have as much alcohol in your system to cool you this or warm you up this time. So going
I
on the
curl up
roof,
against the
it's
chimney.
I mean that would work.
It's probably a lot of
But
heat on
yeah,
it.
so finding your way back onto the roof and making a little cozy nest for yourself up against the chimney. You round out the rest of the morning and wake up a bit earlier than the rest of them under the blaring light of the sun in the following morning. But you all do awake later in the morning. It's honestly about midday after the late night tussle you guys had that interrupted your sleep. It seems about midday for Ragnar with the sun directly above you.
I uh I want to just kind of like float down off the roof and go in the front door. And
Huh?
innkeeper, breakfast. I'm very hungry.
The you see the real quick. One second. Just so you have a visual. You got your innkeeper here in the morning, and he's like, "All right, I'll get you started." And then lets one of the uh, he it lets the people know in back as you walk to the front counter. There's the steps up on your or up to your left that goes up to the rooms and the bar in front of you.
I'm just gonna walk up to the bar and plop like 25 silver down. Uh,
Sure,
and
sure,
ask for an ale while I wait for my food.
sure. And he happily brings it to you. Um, the rest of you guys all do awake in your rooms if you wanna if there's anything you want to do.
I'll head down.
Bovag is very stiff.
Oh yeah, waking up very sore in the morning, but
Yeah, he's going to do some like old man stretches. Just trying to loosen up a bit. Shit. And then he's going to just go downstairs.
I already have an ale waiting for him.
Yeah, Bovag. I knew you'd be down soon.
Thank you. And he's just going to down it in one gulp.
and um and the barkeeper is happy to serve you guys. He was and as you guys come down and join Ragnar by the bar, the or as you guys come down, he addresses you guys. By the way, I didn't want to make a stink about the hustle last night, but I really appreciate you cleaning up the mess. Made it easier to open this morning.
Yeah, that was, we didn't see that
Fortunate.
coming. Yeah.
We did not mean to bring such danger into your home. We do apologize.
Well, what's done is done, and like I said, at least you cleaned up the mess. So, say anything. Don't worry.
I'll
Gonna
pull out another 50 gold, and slide it over to him, and say, "This is for their half of the party last night."
and I'm gonna give him 25. This is because you have a very good roof.
Yeah, it's pretty sturdy out there. Holds a lot.
Well, you all are very generous and are always welcome. And after a little bit, one of the cooks from the back starts bringing out some breakfast for all of you, having it waiting, or bringing it all out for you and setting it out on the bar. Azora, are you coming down, or are you staying upstairs for a little bit?
Zora's actually staying in her room and spending her morning uh, doing a mix of praying and meditating.
Gotcha. You know what? For fun of it, go ahead and give me a religion check. Like, oh, so so really sitting down and taking some time. It for a long time. You sit and meditate through some of the morning and kind of leading in through the midday. And for a while, there doesn't seem to be much. You don't feel as if you're doing anything. The connection you normally feel, that light that ties you to Pelor and, well, at Talantes and by extension Pelor himself, you feel it. It just seems like, but like you just don't feel like not anything is really given back. You're not getting that same kind of comfort. Like towards the midday later, you're you're getting a little not frustrated, but just kind of exhausted with it. You just a little done. You just feel like that warmth for a moment, and just feels to kind of like pull you a little bit, and it feels like it pulls you towards this kind of towards the center of town. It's not much, and it's not and like a real answer for you, but it just feels like a little tug. Somewhere to look.
Huh. That is where we'll go downstairs, join the others.
Cool. And Azora definitely comes a little bit after you guys, maybe 40, 50 minutes you guys have been down here. But you do come down to, and within a minute you have a fresh breakfast, warm food for you waiting at the bar. But you guys see Azora come down and join you.
How you feeling, Zora?
A little weak, to be honest.
Yeah,
But glad
I
glad
feel
to
it
have
too.
some food.
Oh, Ragnar, I don't know about you, but I slept pretty well.
Oh, I slept wonderfully. The chimney, it is so warm,
Wait, what?
and oh, it's Bovak. Ah, Valoric, have you ever been homeless?
Technically all my life.
In a city. As a child.
No.
It's a very specific niche. Well, if you had ever been homeless in a city as a child, you would know that the chimney is the best spot on a roof to sleep, for it keeps you warm.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It's more about why you were on it to begin with.
Well, where do you go when you want to be safe? I go to roofs.
Where?
The highest
I'm-
place I
I'm
can reach.
I'm just gonna look at Bovag and just,
Do you know what he's talking about?
Bovag's just laughing while eating his breakfast and drinking another ale. Well, Ragnar, that doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, you're on a roof, you could fall off. That's not safe.
No, you're not
Uh,
going to fall off. You're pinned
What
against
if
the
what if a
chimney.
giant? What if like a sea creature or a bird or something swoops down and picks you up and takes you away? You're pretty small.
What? Honestly, I don't consider sea creatures in my day-to-day calculations.
Well, you're on the
unless
ocean.
I'm on the sea.
We're on the ocean. It's right there. Look out there.
At this point,
on the
the
ocean.
barkeep, who's kind of cleaning some dishware nearby, chimes in and he's like, "You know what else is safe? The room you paid for." It's
That's what I was trying to say.
with a cozy bed, but to each their own.
Is it safe though, innkeeper, or is that where they would expect you to be?
I mean,
when they're
that's true.
stabbing in the
Azura
night.
did get robbed in her room.
It seems
This
to be
is
the
true.
case, yeah.
If she had hidden her things in a loose brick in the chimney, no one would have found them.
A loose brick in the chimney.
No,
Did you make a loose brick in my chimney?
no.
I'll take it. All right. I'll trust you.
That is always a good idea. Always.
I usually pry up floorboards.
Never a good idea.
Azura. How dare you?
Do you see my hair? It is still burnt, okay? It hasn't grown back yet. This entire side, it's just
Live it that way,
It. I did not know what would happen. I thought it would explode in a good way. Not a bad way, a good way.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It was objectively very cool.
I mean, but burnt tips is in.
Yeah.
just rolls
looks
her eyes
good.
and kind of crosses her arms.
It
Pouts for a
looks
minute.
good. It looks good.
Is there like a barber or a stylist in town?
Well, there's a few people who normally kind of help cut hair around town. I know there's 2 women working down at the marketplace. You could probably find one of them to trim your hair if you need.
You just need a sheep shearer. Just find a herdsman, and they will cut your hair for you.
You are not coming anywhere near my hair.
You could do one of them flippy things where you flip your hair over from one side to the other. I think that's something that people do.
Do something.
Well, what sort of we need to go to Clayshire, yes?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is the idea.
Well then, let us prepare to go.
What are we
Hey,
walking?
Hey, Innkeep, question for you.
Yes, of course.
Do you know of anybody that has maybe a cart that we can buy or take?
Hmm. Well, if you're trying to get to Clayshire, you could. There's definitely a stable just actually sadly on the north side of town, but there's a stable in town. That, yeah, I'm sure you could get a wagon. You may also be able to find maybe a ship going to Clayshire. I mean, you got to remember, like Kings Bay has ships coming and going every day from Ross to Clayshire and all over. You could maybe find a ship going down maybe a little faster than a wagon.
Back on the ship, huh?
Do a ship, or we could buy horses.
You know
There's a
what?
stable.
I don't know what ships are in the dock right now, but you definitely sure you could probably find one at some point.
I prefer the ship idea.
How much does a ship cost? We should go see what the ships are costing. Perhaps we could buy ourselves a ship.
Oh, we can't. It's you want to buy a ship? It's going to be like a little rowboat.
We have a lot of money between all of us. Perhaps we could steal a ship if we find a good one.
Oh, he's going to lean into Ragnar and just like kind of whisper to him, we just did that not too long ago. It did not go well.
Wait a
But you
minute.
did not have me with you. I am a navigator. It would go better this time.
Yeah, no, we had a navigator,
Oh.
and
Well, then,
in the middle of taking over the ship, we got attacked by another ship. So we went over to that ship, but then the captives we took on the first ship that we tried to take got loose. So then we had to go back and kill all of them again.
So we technically stole 2 ships, and we were left with 0.
Yeah, we have no ships currently.
Wait,
yes, it's very hard to
Well,
sail
I
a
mean-
ship without a crew.
I mean, Hadrid does still have a ship, technically. Just we don't have the ship with us.
aha, Hadrid, that's right.
Where is he?
Don't
We
remember.
left him in Clayshire.
Well, maybe we can get his ship.
Yeah, when we ran into you guys, that's right after we left him.
Literally, like, minutes.
I think it was like 10 minutes.
That's very interesting. It is not much time indifferent. I was shipwrecked.
That's right.
I was attacked by pirates. Undead pirates.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, it was not us. Probably.
Wait a minute.
Well, no, it was not you certainly, unless you are made of skeleton on some days.
I mean, I have a skeleton in me. I've seen it a couple times.
How have you seen your skeleton?
Have you ever been cut with a sword, like real deep? Into like your leg or your arm?
No, I try really hard not to be cut deeply with swords.
Here, come with me, and I'm going to take him outside.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step and teleport away.
No, I wasn't going to show you your bones.
I'm up on the roof.
Yeah, he's God. Sorry. You
I'm
go-
just
no,
looking
no,
down.
All right. That
You
wasn't
can
cool.
tell me from up here.
I'm going to walk over to one of the bodies that we threw down on the ground. and
yeah.
I'm going to snap one of the arms
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
and like force the bone out so we can see it. Look, see? And I'm going to make him do like a little dance.
I'm gonna peer like closely at it from, on top of the roof.
Did you guys just set these outside that window on that landing, or did you just throw them into the street?
Oh, I
thought it
threw
was the
them
landing.
way out. Like it wasn't onto the awning; it was just out.
Well, yeah, there's probably like two up like still on that little like roof piece, and then like one halfway on it and dangling off, and then like two just lying ragdoll on the ground. Yeah. There's definitely some flies starting to be and got
We
no
should
white
burn these
earth from
bodies.
the yeah. People
We should
seemed a
burn
little
these bodies
concerned
and
by
send
the
them to
corpses.
Paylor.
These are it's attracted to as you walk up, there's definitely a few people like standing around and like seem concerned or like confused and weirded out by these pale dead elf corpses.
This is probably especially when he breaks the arm.
Yeah, and he just walks up. I don't know if you
You
acknowledge
ever
them
seen
or
a
not,
skeleton
but
before?
hey, you want to see some bones?
We should find a cart, load them up, take them out of town, and burn them.
I mean, if we're going to find a cart, we can just take the cart to Clayshire, and then we don't have to pay for a ship because that's
Yeah.
going to be more expensive.
Oh, I forgot that we was planning on this ship.
We can do either. I don't care.
We are going by land. I want to buy a horse.
I say
Well,
we take
the
ship.
wagon was more for the shell.
Yes, well, I mean, yes.
I'm
Would a
keeping that.
ship even take us? Would a ship even take us with the shell?
A big one.
It seems, yeah, well, exactly. It seems like it would be heavy and limiting.
It would probably.
Since we're outside, can I look over towards the docks and see if there are any big ships in the dock?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Uh, 16.
With a 16. With the 16, yeah, you can kind of like step off that front porch, or kind of walk around the front of the tavern, and looking out, you can kind of see through a few houses here in the town. There's you see only about two or three masts. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's a tree at a distance or if it's a mast peeking through. But you do see at least a handful of ships. Um, it's hard to gauge scale, but you think one might be a little smaller, one might be like medium size, nothing massive. You think if it was like a big ship, you'd probably see it easier.
We could all take horses and buy some mules for the carriage or for a car.
Yeah. I mean, that's or we can wait. He said the stable was at the north end of town, right?
Yes.
So we have to go past the dock to get to the stable.
Here, let me.
So let's go see if they can take it at the dock. If there's any
So,
place.
pulling this map up, Garrett, give it just a sec.
Yep.
Like I said, you guys are down here at the tavern, the southern end of town. And you're kind of peering through this, and this is exaggerated. This isn't this view of buildings, but just to give you an idea, peering through the town, you can see the docks over here, and the markets is part of it. You know that the temple here is about in the center of town. The stables are up here in the northern end, kind of by the castle. Okay. Wait a second. I have a dated map on this too. Oh yeah, just to give you a better idea.
So if we go to the docks, are there any ships that can, once we get down there, does it look like there's any ships that we can take it would
Yeah,
fit on?
Bobag says he saw like what's it? He saw like 2 or 3 ships. There we go. That's the slightly changed. I tweaked this castle. Ah, dang, but I forgot to show the updated tavern. I actually made it reflect everything. Oh, actually, I will show you since I did do this. This is a better look at the tavern you guys are staying at. So, like, this is that just, little simple wooden platform that we're talking about you dumping bodies on and sitting out here kind of on the cobblestone as it goes out onto the path in the town. And then you have your flail snail shell sitting about right here on the front portion of the porch. And I'd say you guys walked about like right here to catch a glimpse of the dock, and up here is the preferred bedding place of Ragnar. But yeah, so that's kind of setting the scene a little bit for you. Have a little bit more better representation this time.
Party.
Missouri, what do you think?
Well, I've never actually been on a ship before. It's sounds kind of exciting. But I mean, I'll leave it to whatever you guys think is best.
Ship. Ship's the best way.
So one abstain, one ship. I will vote for the ship as well.
Well, I guess we're taking a ship.
We had pretty good luck last time.
I mean,
You guys made it.
Yeah, we did.
we technically were good, but also we got a third of the way to where we were supposed to go. If that.
Well, I had a good time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you didn't get fucking banished.
You were banished?
Yeah, it was some bullshit.
Why were you banished?
So remember how we took over a ship, then fought the other ship, and then had to go back and fight the other ship again?
Yes.
Well, that last time, one of the guys, he cast one of them magic spells on me, and I vanished. And Valric was blind like half the time.
Oh my god.
It was It was not a good time.
No, this does not sound like a good time. Was it raining? I feel like it was raining, and there was some lightning,
I think it was pretty bright.
choppy seas.
Calm.
Oh, oh.
It was calm. It was
Not
not
as.
though.
It was beautiful.
This is
day.
not
And
as good a story. Was it
and
the
then,
moon?
well,
Full
then
moon?
he jumped in. Then the guy jumped into the sea, and we chased him.
Oh,
We got him.
Oh yeah, we got him.
We got him. Wow. You guys ever watch John Oliver? Like my favorite.
Oh, bag, you tell
Anyway.
the most fascinating stories.
it is true.
Well, Valric and I have lots of stories.
I've heard some of them from my brother. Not sure how many of them are true or not.
Probably all of them.
All of the stories. Every story told about you is true.
Well, okay. More than likely, it's true.
I heard that your favorite food is watermelon.
That's racist. It's disrespectful.
Well, okay. My favorite food to eat is not watermelon, but I do love watermelon because I like when I smash it with my hammer, and then I smash people's skulls with my hammer. It looks the same.
It is like the same thing, yes.
Yeah, it goes.
So are we walking to the docks?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
As we're walking, do I still feel that like pull towards the center of town that you mentioned, or is that like gone?
So it definitely was kind of like a temporary, uh, like just that one moment. But as you guys are kind of making your way through town, probably making your way,
Fish and
uh,
chips.
going, like up this way, heading towards the docks. Um, as you kind of pass this intersection, you definitely kind of feel a just for a moment, as you guys are kind of walking through this section.
Like from any particular building or
Oh,
just
wait. I'm sorry. Like, can you see these lines?
I
No.
don't see anything.
Nope. I see. Bam.
Okay.
You had like, as you were coming by this intersection, you had a tug as you guys, if you're walking on this main path going towards the docks, as you guys walk by, you definitely felt that tug pull you towards the center of town, but just for a moment.
I'll follow it.
And as you guys are all walking towards the docks, you at least one of you notices Azora kind of break off.
Perception
Should
check? What, was she in back? Like,
It's up. I mean, I guess it's up to you guys what your marching order was, and Azora if you wanted to be noticed when you did it, or if you wanted to slink away.
yeah.
Not really kind of like trying to hide her intentions or anything. She just kind of felt a pull, so she just kind of wandered that way instead.
I got a 12
mean-
perception to see her.
I mean, I'd say if, yeah, you notice her break off. She's not hiding it. The 12 is actively seeing it.
Zora, where are you going?
I don't know. There's something over here, I feel. I must
We all
follow
come?
it.
I follow her.
I will also follow. Did you get hit on the head?
Well, I got
I
hit
think
a
she.
couple of times, but I think that's irrelevant.
Are you dizzy?
No, but I do still feel weaker than normal. It's peculiar, but I don't know, I feel a presence. I feel something I can't quite explain.
I'm intrigued.
As am I.
Lead the way.
And I continue to follow.
Bobag, did you follow the group, or are you continuing towards the dock?
I will follow.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Um,
Yeah, he would have been in the front, and then he'll just turn and look and see nobody, and be like, what the what? And then see them tailing off. So he'll follow.
yeah. And so you guys start walking this way towards kind of the center of town, and there's not a whole lot. There's a few vendors on the street here and there. Not like it seems most of the markets are back at the docks. But some businesses and people going about their day, and you all definitely get some looks as you go, but nothing, you know, uh, stopping you or nothing off-putting. Um, but when, as you walk up, there definitely is kind of a bigger building here in the church. With a steeple kind of standing kind of tall, and nothing, ornate about it. It's a simple, stone building and dark stone shingled church with big wooden doors, and above the doors is a kind of like a old brass star, like what would that be, like kind of eight pointed star. Um, but nothing fancy, just kind of a brass sheet almost cut in that shape.
Sorry, I was muted. I go up to the door and push it open.
Um, you
Pull, whichever. Oh, it was a pull, not a push. I feel so stupid
Yeah,
now.
like kind of a pull or a tug, like kind of, yeah, probably the best way to describe it. Um, let's see.
Get in your bed.
So pushing open the doors, you walk into the simple temple. It does have some big uh windows on the side, running along the side of the temple going towards the front, where it has a very kind of tall glass window with kind of simple stainwork, nothing fancy or ornate, but there is a statue in front of that that glass. It's resemblant of Theron. Uh, with the window kind of shining this bright light from behind the statue as the wings of the feminine figure stretch out and upwards, and the arms outstretched wide. Um, while it definitely is a beautiful uh, work of art, it seems kind of thrown together. It's simple, and but it does the job, and it does um, welcome you warmly into the building. There's a few people within the temple, and some heads, of course, turn with the heavy doors opening up. Uh, yeah, nothing more.
I turn to the others and I say, I feel that I must pray uh, for guidance and to figure out what's been going on lately. And I turn back and walk in and sit down in a pew. Are there pews?
Yeah, pews
Yeah.
lining the building. Yeah, wooden pews with kind of simple kind of blankets or fabrics strewn about.
I wait outside.
It's not for me.
What about
I'll take a seat
sure.
just behind Azora, just kind of sitting back in the back, not really like super comfortable or like knowing what to do, but just like trying to respect the place.
Sure. Bobad,
Bobag would
you
just stand in the back, like leaning up against the wall.
gotcha. Ragnar, did you say you were sitting with Azora or like in a different spot?
Behind her.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Do you guys sit for a while and you guys are chilling for a sec? Oh, not this one. It's a peaceful setting, and while there isn't much going on, and um, it's fairly quiet. Some people are chatting and discussing and praying too. It's quiet, and it gives you some, a moment to kind of breathe in peace. And after a little bit, or maybe a minute or two, not super long. One of the like I don't know what the proper term would be, but priests or pastor or whatever. She is a kind of younger woman with dark hair, and um, she comes up and welcomes you both, and yeah, welcomes you and says, "Hello, welcome to our humble temple. I am Esme. I am one of the priests here. Can can I help you or be of any assistance?"
Oh, hello. My name's Azora. I was just coming and asking Paylor for strength uh to help my companions. I
Follower of Pelor is always welcome here, and uh, ceremonies warm. We both, while different gods, we both serve the same purposes. And
yes, yes, of course. I come seeking guidance. Uh, I felt uh, I felt the need to come here, and I hope to figure out why.
uh, what seems to trouble you, if you don't mind me inquiring?
I I'm blessed with magics that help others, and I'm traveling with my companions here, and I at times feel that my healing abilities isn't enough. So I come praying for strength to help me protect others better.
Those are noble desires indeed, and I see why Pelor no would have any qualms assisting and helping. helping others, and hopefully some, you know, uh, prayer and meditation will go a long way. And sometimes you need to be on holy ground to truly get a better connection to the gods.
I don't
That's
get
why we
to
build these shrines.
I don't get to come into the cities often, but I do like coming into the temples. They're quite beautiful.
Well, I wouldn't call Ross a city quite as such, with this quiet town, but we here in the Temple of Sarenrae definitely uh, try to be a safe refuge for anyone who needs it and who seeks that guidance. Well, if there's anything else you require, just let me
Azura,
know.
what are the tenets of Pelor?
Uh, you're asking me things that Azora knows that I don't know.
So
Oh,
my
well,
main
if you
the
go ahead, if you wanted to ask.
the main the main gist of my question is, uh, have we done anything, us, the party, the four of us, together as a whole, or any individual or unity of the group? Have we done anything that perhaps would make your god mad at you?
So Azora, like some of the big things, I know I've mentioned it before, but Pelor is the god. I just had it. I'm second guessing myself. It is. Okay, there we go. Pelor is, or sometimes called the Dawn Father, is the god of life and healing, and is symbolized by the sun. Um, they So Pelor is kind of seen as a very strong, dominant, like leader, and kind of a uh, where some deities in the pantheon kind of have unified under common goals, and Saren Ray and her followers are definitely part of that. Elor is being one of the prime gods of good and trying to bring good to the world. Pelor's followers tend to be a little bit more like authoritarian's the wrong word, but they want to be a little bit more like um, that
Lawful.
healing and life can be preserved by protecting and defending those, whereas Saren Ray followers may take more are like compassion based. I think right, she's in this pantheon literally a god of compassion too and light and compassion. But yeah, so you would definitely know all of that, Azora, and on some level, Ragnar, you would know of Pelor, but maybe not as intimately.
Well, so have we done anything to piss Pelor off?
Well's the god of light and life. I imagine murdering people that are our captives might not rank high on the list.
This is the thing I was wondering.
I
Saren
was
Ray is the god of light, compassion, and atonement. Sorry.
I was under the assumption that these types of things were necessary for the greater good. Perhaps that is wrong. Perhaps even people that are our enemies and trying to kill us, they deserve more than they deserve to have second chance.
It will be hard to convince our companions of this.
Yes, indeed. Perhaps we all need to repent.
The frustrating thing with gods is that they don't always speak back to you. I speak to the Allfather all the time, and he does not always speak back to me. So frequently, it is nothing, just silence. I say, oh, I have these questions, I want to know these answers, and he does not give me anything.
They don't speak directly. Um, I I don't speak to. I pray to Paylor, but he does not speak directly back to me. I do speak to my guardian angel, um, who I believe speaks for Paylor.
Your guardian
So,
angel.
yes, he is the reason that I'm able to do the magic that I do. He came to me in a time of need. My sister was very ill, and he granted me the ability to heal her. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Well, yes, as you would be. Hmm.
I did
Is
speak
he
to
here?
him. No, no, he's not here. Uh, I did speak to him last night though, before that whole incident, and he was curious about what we had found, and sounded like he was going to deal with it. Don't exactly know what came of that.
Well, perhaps that is why you are here. Ah,
He told me that he didn't need me to do this anymore. I tried to offer my help, but he refused. So maybe he doesn't need me anymore.
that that seems sad.
Yes, indeed. I like helping people.
Kind of puts his hand on her shoulder and doesn't really know what else to say.
I was really hoping to find something here. But I'm afraid I don't know what I'm looking for.
Bovag will step forward. He's just been quietly listening the whole time. Put his hand on her other shoulder. Just keep helping people.
I'll do what I
If
can while I still
if
can.
if, if this guardian angel says he doesn't need you anymore, fuck him. We need you.
Well, without my magic, you won't though.
Oh, you can learn how to fight with a sword. Bovak has been teaching me. He could teach you too.
And you can still do magic right now. It might be a little weaker, but you can still do it.
For the time being, yes. I'm not sure how long my magic will continue to deteriorate. but I'll do what I can while I can for sure.
You ever studied magic with the books? There are so many. Ah, what do you call them? Nerds. Yes, who study the books, and they can do just as much magic as we can do. All from books.
Yes, I've heard of the what do they call them? They go to them special schools. You know what I'm talking about? Like the academies, the special ones. Anyway, I
Special
could never
academies.
I could never afford to go to
Universities.
a special academy like
Well, we just need the books from those academies.
that. She kind of gives him a stern look like, and how do you plan on getting those books?
Ah, sneaky. Ah, sneaking?
No sneaking.
Alright, so
Yeah.
let's go find
Zora, is
our
there
boat.
anything you're wanting to do, or you wanting to take any more time in the temple, or you wanting to head on out?
Um, yeah, she spent a little bit of time praying and whatnot, so she's there's no other feelings or anything, pulls
If
while in here, or just they're kind of
if you spend a little bit longer, just kind of quieting your mind, listening, just seeing if there's anything. It just seems like you just start kind of getting a little frustrated, and maybe Bovag's right. Maybe maybe you don't need Talantes to give you that power to help people. And as you're starting to kind of get to this point, and you're getting a little I don't know, fed up, and you're about done, you look up at the statue of Sarenrae, and it's massive, beautiful form, but when you look at it, it's no longer the female form of Sarenrae, but the form of Talantes, and his form kind of relaxes and moves. And you know, looking at you, and you kind of like look around, and it just seems kind of dreamlike. But he's kind of floats down towards you, and you know acknowledges Zora.
Wh-
Sorry, go ahead.
when when I look around, does anybody else notice him, or is everybody just kind of acting normal?
No, like everything just seems kind of fuzzy and frozen. Like
Okay,
there,
okay, gotcha,
it's not actually happening, I should say.
gotcha. Talantes. Uh, I felt your presence here, and I had to come.
When my child, our connection was interrupted, weakened, and I have had difficulties teaching you the way I normally do. But
I feel it.
I, when I came to you in your sleep, this evil that ambushed you in the night had the means for someone to invade our community, expelling me entirely and weakening my connection to you. And while I was thrust out, unable to break through, for you still I was trying to break through for you to hear me, but you saw me, but you seemed unable to, but you didn't hear me, and while I was thrust out of our connection, it seems somebody else had interrupted and taken over.
Are you saying that that wasn't you that I was speaking to?
Not at the end. You did not recognize. I sent you
Was
to
Terva?
seek and root out these brewing evils in the region. While I knew not the dangers you would face, I trusted you to learn and adapt, bringing light where you tread. Yet this evil had stared you down, wearing my face, and deceived you to give up on quest. You did well in organizing and finding this cult, and even stopping their endeavors in the depths below, but exterminating one head, you revealed its evil tendrils run deeper than we thought, or capable.
This evil that's capable of doing, disrupting this link and stealing your face. How powerful of an evil are we talking about here?
It's hard to say. This seems an ancient force. This one that Pelor himself had even faced thousands of years ago. But it's this evil seems almost lost to the land, and even my not why.
They, we had taken from them possession of some sort of a special stone or a gem, and she kind of holds up one of the drawings that one of the two guys had. Do you recognize this? That seems very important to them.
Talantes kind of outstretches his hand, and the paper floats out from your hand, and like maybe a foot or two, and it kind of spins, and it almost like makes a 3D like image of light, representing what that paper is, and kind of brings it, makes it a little bit bigger, and he
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
That's it. That's it. I had that in my bag, and they took it back.
he uh he ponders for a moment and just kind of looks it over and examines and says that this seems familiar, but he I'm having trouble placing it. It's odd. We normally don't forget something like this, but it seems like a key conduit to channel this magic, this dark magic, uh, into it. I know not what for, but it must be important.
Yeah,
Troubling that that something can seem so familiar, yet so foreign.
indeed.
Do you
They
have
went
any?
through great lengths.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Um, I forget already. They went to Great Lakes. What were you saying?
They definitely went through great lengths to get this back. They sent this assassin squad after us, and they definitely were quite capable. We did talk to one of them that we had restrained for a moment, and he mentioned something that we were marked, that they would find us no matter where we went.
This is
So
troubling.
I'm definitely in this, whatever it is. So whatever you need me, whatever you need us to do,
This is good to hear. I I was worried that they this force had convinced you to give up entirely this goal on
No,
this.
I felt it rather strange that you had tried to turn me away from this. I felt that something was off, but I could not tell exactly what it was. I apologize.
I admittedly was hurt that you didn't recognize that either, but prove that you can bring Pelor's light to this encroaching darkness and that you will not give in to its pressure. That light will become brighter than any force can repel. Find the source and exterminate it. It will only bring more light to this world.
So, do you maybe know where or a way to track this key or to locate it?
I do not offhand, and such a unique and odd artifact may be
Unless
a
it
little bit more difficult to track down, but I will I will see what I can find. I'm
we will see from this side. We have we're gonna ask a couple of different people. Uh, we have the contact that we was working with, Will. Uh, he has associates that he's going to try to locate it as well. So we will do what we can on this.
good to hear. I believe in you, Azora.
Thank you, Talantes.
And you blink and your everything's just kind of back. And from your guys' perspective, she just kind of like looked up and eyes just kind of like stared for a second and just kind of snapped back out of it. But
And her attitude seems to be completely different. She's changed from like kind of like worried and not and uneasy to now she takes a deep breath and she kind of relaxes for and just kind of woosahs.
Nice. So, do you guys want to call it there?
yeah,
It's
actually, I was
bedtime.
literally just about to say like, and I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah,
Heck
and
yeah.
we'll pick up back here in the Temple of Sarenrae next time we play. Hell yeah,
Woo
guys.
woo.
That was a good game.
Excellent session, guys, for sure.